What you're about to hear does need a content warning. If you're under the age of 18, you should probably leave now.
I think so.
Absolutely. There's a TikTok that has blown up from a poor girl. She ended up in hospital on a first date because she got something stuck inside her. She joins us on the line now to tell us what happened. Alicia, what happened?
Okay, so went out on this date. First time I'd met this guy. It was really fun. Obviously, the vibe was there. So we ended up having sex on the first date. It was really good. The sex was really good. And then decided that we would add a little bit of extra fun to it because why not? And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I felt something. And I was like, oh, and then I put my hand down towards my butt. And then all of a sudden there's no plug anymore. And we were pulling the doona and the pillows off the bed, and I'm like, where the hell is it? It literally cannot be inside me. It can't be. Lo and behold, after a little bit of inspecting, there it is, all the way up there, which was terrifying. I was like, holy crap, what do I do? And then, we ended up having to go out to the hospital because I was like, no one is doing any more inspecting. I'm pretty much done with that.
So you didn't try and get it out yourself? That wasn't an option?
No, we did. We did.
Right.
Yes, he was an absolute trooper. He was definitely trying to get it out.
Of course he was.
You say he's a trooper. It's probably one of the better first dates this guy's had, I'd have to say.
Probably. And then so we definitely tried to get it out, but there was just no way it was not coming out. And it was the love heart-shaped one, the metal one.
Yeah,
as well.
Alicia, I saw that from the X-ray. It was the love heart ones. And the metal one, yeah?
Yeah, one of those metal aluminium-y kind of ones.
So when you went to the doctor, were you very upfront? You said exactly what happened? What did they say?
Yeah. I was so fine about it. I was not. People were like, oh my God, I've been too embarrassed. But I'm like, oh, who cares? Can you imagine the stuff that people in the hospital have seen people come in with? This is meant to be there. It's just not meant to be that far up there.
So how did they get it out, Alicia?
So I had a couple of surgeons try and get it out using their fingers, but they couldn't. Same issue.
I'm sorry, Alicia, but how many people's digits did you have up there in one evening?
Oh, I had 3 different people's, but they could only get one finger in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, so they said we have to like put you to sleep. So then I ended up having to sit in hospital for 2 days because there were just obviously more serious cases coming through, and I was just considered a low priority case because I wasn't in pain or anything.
So hang on,
just sat there.
You were sitting in the hospital for 2 days with a plug right up your keister.
Yeah, literally.
Have you kept the butt plug? Like, if you got it on your mantelpiece, something like that, did they let you take it home?
They did ask me if I wanted to keep it, and I felt really bad to make them help me out with the situation, but then also have them clean it and give it back to me. And I do have many others at home, so I said, throw it out. That's okay.
Do you think you'll ever use another one again, Alicia?
I did, actually. I have already been back on.
You're back on the horse. Yeah, and now who's the trooper, hey?
Yeah, exactly. I was terrified. I had eyes on it the entire time. I did it for OnlyFans. I was absolutely petrified.
And Alicia, what about the guy? Have you seen him again?
Yes, I did see him for a little bit afterwards, but yeah, we don't see each other anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Look, you mentioned there OnlyFans, obviously, Alicia, so it's technically a workplace injury, really. You could probably claim compo for this.
Exactly.
Did you want to give your Instagram a bit of a plug?
A butt plug.
Yeah, of course. Anyone who wants to find me, they can find me. My Instagram handle is Little Brunette Baddie. And if you want to find me on my OnlyFans, it's Little Brunette Baddie VIP. And I will be there.
Wow. What a story, hey? 13, 24, 10, worst first dates. That's a great example of a first date that didn't go too well, ending up in hospital.
Pretty hard one to top, to be fair, but all stories welcome.
Definitely the worst date I ever went on with a guy. He was very sweet, but he was like, oh, let's go to this, pool table hall. And I thought that would be fun. First date, thought he'd just do the honours of being a gentleman and maybe playing a tough game or letting me win even. But no, he just proceeded to absolutely thrash me and then was like the worst sport when it came to winning and was just so arrogant. And I just went home by myself that
He's
day.
doing like Leighton Hewitts in your face. Come on, 5 for 5. I'm on fire tonight.
We have got binge subscriptions to give away to our favourite callers here. 13 24 10. Worst first day. Izzy and Brizzy, what happened?
I met a guy after work in the city. Everything was well. I met him off Tinder, and my house was a bit far away, and I was going to catch public transport, but he was like, "Oh, no, I can drive you home." And seems as the date went well, I was like, "Sure." Anyway, we start driving home, and he is speeding. He's driving through red lights. So I messaged my friend being like, "Hey, can you call the police and tell them the number plate and I'm driving along So Road?"
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he proceeds to go through another red light and the police come up and arrest him.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
You got your date arrested.
That's, I mean, and, you know, if he's going through 2 red lights, I mean, you're not safe. Did you sort of ask him to pull over, or did you think you didn't feel comfortable doing that?
I didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, no, fair. He sounds like a psycho, yeah.
Yeah, good way to end the date, though, I guess.
Oh,
Well,
was
yeah,
he showing off? Like,
Yeah,
what
it
is
feels
the
like
quote?
he's probably watched all the Fast and Furious movies before the date, and he was like, I know what I'm going to do tonight.
Izzy, thank you so much. 13 24 10. We're looking for the worst first dates.
Ash in Melbourne, what happened?
I was on a first date. The boy said he wanted to go to the movies. I was like, okay, let's go. Only movie that had tickets was Despicable Me #3. Ended up going in halfway through the movie. I look over, the boy starts crying.
Really?
Yeah. At the end of the movie, I said, today was great. I said I'll speak to him soon. Went home, blocked him. I'm like, not having this.
Do you know why Despicable Me 3 made him cry?
I've got no clue. I was laughing at the point. I turned to the side. He was crying.
Yeah,
Was he okay?
I suppose maybe he was a bit upset. I think Gru's trying to steal the moon with the minions, and I
No,
don't
that's
know.
the first one.
What's he trying to steal in the third one? Do you remember, Ash, what he was trying to steal in Despicable Me 3?
No.
Okay, yeah, so you're probably stressing about the guy crying next to you. I get that. Lauren, worst first dates, what happened?
So I met up with this guy. I never go into the city to meet someone, and I was like, you know what, we'll just see what happens. Met him, first of all, not at the place we had originally agreed, first red flag.
Mm-hmm.
He had said he'd planned this really nice date at a restaurant that he liked, turned up, didn't book anything. We walked around the city for, I reckon, an hour, went to like 10 places, which they all either were closing, couldn't take us, too full, whatever. We ended up going back to his car. He did a big one-arm swipe of rubbish off his passenger seat.
Whoa.
And not only did he make me pay for the parking leaving Crown Casino, but he also took me to a KFC drive-through.
Oh,
and
my
got me
God.
a Go Bucket.
What a catch.
Oh, a Go Bucket? I mean, that's not even one of the expensive ones. I mean, you'd at least think you're getting a Zinger box for a first date.
And you had to pay for the parking. I love the move,
Good.
though. Look at the passenger seat.
Which would have been majority Go Buckets, I imagine. If this guy's a big Kentucky Fried Pig, he's just going to have boxes everywhere.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Let's go, Jay in Sydney. Worst first dates.
Hey guys, thanks for taking call. So I'm a primary school teacher from Sydney. This happened a couple of years ago. It was at the start of the year. Went on a date with a single mum. Really fun. Had sex at the end of the night.
Okay.
And then following week, I started my new school. Anyway, the date actually went fine. First week, I started my new school. A kid in my class got into a bit of a punch-up. So anyway, had to call up the parents, get them to come in to discuss the matter. Anyway, hadn't met any of the parents. Mum walks in for the face-to-face interview, and guess who it is?
Oh,
Wow.
The bird from the first date, I'd imagine.
Yep, so it was her. Bit awkward as walking in the door, this is your new teacher. So it made our parent-teacher interviews for the rest of the year a little bit awkward, but yeah, it was a fun night. And,
Can I ask, Jay, was there a dad in the scene or not really?
No.
Okay.
So luckily, Yeah, Dad wasn't around. I never met him, but I stayed at that school for a couple of years, and I have seen him around. I'm sure he probably has no idea that I actually had sex with his wife.
Yeah.
I do think that the mum may have passed the story on because I'd get a few little giggles and winks and things like that over the years. But
From
I
other
suppose we had
parents.
a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, and it's good you sort of, you've been respectful about it. I mean, that would destroy the kid's life if it was found out in the, playground that, Mr. Simpson had it on with his mum. You would get absolutely drilled.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.